Hi students, in the previous video we discussed cell membrane and cell wall and their functions and including their structures. Now in this video we talk about different cell organelles. Just like first of all we discuss the cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is a network of the microfilaments and microtubules. Microtubules are made up of the tubulin protein and are used by the cell to hold their shape. So all this shape which you are seeing on your video, watching your video, and this shape is also maintained due to these microtubules. In the other words, you can say that these tubulin proteins helps to maintain the all main skeleton of the cell. They are also the major component of the cilia and flagella. Cilia are the hair-like structure on the body of different organisms, and flagella is also a thread-like structure which helps the so many other different organisms to float in the water or for the movement. Microfilaments are thinner and are made up of the actin proteins. They are helps to change their shape. Microtubules helps to maintain their shape, and microfilaments helps to change their shape. The next one is the main topic of our video is cell organelles, and in the start cell organelles, the definition of the cell organelles is known as the small structures within the cell that perform a dedicated functions, that perform a particular and vital role in the cell maintenance and its function. There are about a dozen of different types of the organelles commonly found in the eukaryotic cells. In this video we talk about some of which. The first one is the nucleus. A prominent nucleus occur in only the eukaryotic cells. There are two types of the cell, students, and the first one is the prokaryotic cells and the second one is the eukaryotic cells. In the prokaryotic cells there is no prominent nucleus was seen still, so they are known as prokaryotic cells, and those cells which contain the a prominent nucleus is known as eukaryotic cell. In animal cell it is present in the center, while in the mature cells, due to the formation of a large size vacuole, it push toward the side and it's occur in the side corner of the cell. Nucleus is bounded by a double membrane, and this double membrane is known as the nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope contain the small pores that enable it act as a semi-permeable membrane. Just like we talk in the portion of the cell membrane which act as a semi-permeable membrane and allow to pass out the few membranes and resist the internal a lot of different chemicals. So this type of the envelope is also acting as a semi-permeable barrier. Inside the nuclear envelope, a granular fluid which is known as the nucleoplasm is present. Nucleoplasm contain one or two nuclei which is and chromosome. This is the main picture of the chromosome. If you look around on that figure, this is a chromosome. During cell division they are produced. So this is the whole structure of the nucleus which is exist in the both plant cells and animal cells. And these are the different nuclear pores. These are the chromatids and nucleolus, nuclear envelope around the nucleus, and this is the fluid-like material which is known as the nucleoplasm, which contain the different granular fluids. So in the next, nucleolus. When we discuss about the nucleolus, it is a dark spot, and it is the site where the ribosomal RNA are formed. So rRNA formation is existing on the nucleolus portion of the nucleus and assembled as ribosomes. Chromosomes are visible only during the cell division, because when the cell divided, they also divided into next numbers, and during the interphase, it means that non-dividing phase, these chromosomes are not visible, and Chromosomes are composed of the deoxyribonucleic acid, which is known as the DNA, and the protein. And in this case, the protein is named as histone protein, which coil the DNA into form the chromosomes. The prokaryotic cells don't contain prominent nucleus, which also discussed in the early part of this video. While in the next portion of the video and on the ribosomes, because we have discussed about that ribosomal RNA or ribosomes assembling is existing in the nucleolus part of the cell nucleus, and here we discuss about ribosomes and its structures and their functions. Ribosomes are tiny granular structures that are either floating freely in cytoplasm or bound to the endoplasmic reticulum. So there are two types of the ribosomes which may exist only in the free form in the cytoplasm, or some are ribosomes which are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Each ribosome is made up of almost equal amount of proteins and ribosomal RNA. Ribosomes are not bound by membrane, so they are found in the eukaryotes. Prokaryotes. Eukaryotic ribosomes are slightly larger than the prokaryotic ones. Ribosomes are the site of the protein synthesis. Students, here is the basic function of the ribosomes. So, why nature give the ribosomes inside the cell? So it is a main purpose of the ribosome is that to provide the citation for the synthesis of the protein. Protein synthesis is extremely important to the cell, and so large number of ribosomes are found throughout the cell, because every type of the function in the cell running through the different numbers of the proteins, just like in the blood, hemoglobin helps to transport the oxygen, actin protein, myosin protein helps to increase the size of the nails and your hairs. So all the number of the proteins produced in our body have the vital role for maintenance of our body. So these ribosomes helps to alternatively helps to building in the proteins. When a ribosome is not working, it disassembles into two smaller subunits. So these are the units, smaller units and larger units, and when they are not in working, they split into the parts. So guys and students, and in this video we talk about different organelles, and in the next video we also discuss different topics related to the biology, and so stay connected with us for more new information based videos.